What really happens to your body and brain when you don't get enough sleep? We all know that groggy, irritable feeling after a bad night. But the effects go much, much deeper than just being tired. In this episode of Learn with Kelo, we're going to break down exactly what sleep deprivation does to your health, your focus, your emotions, and your long-term well-being. No complicated jargon, just the simple facts you need to know. So let's start with the most obvious place, your brain. Think of sleep as your brain's nightly cleaning crew and filing service. While you're sleeping, your brain is hard at work, clearing out toxins that build up during the day. One of these toxins is called beta amyloid, which has been linked to Alzheimer's disease. When you don't sleep enough, this cleaning process gets cut short, and these toxins can hang around, potentially causing long-term damage. But that's not all. Sleep is also crucial for memory. During deep sleep, your brain consolidates memories, transferring important information from your short-term memory to your long-term storage. It's like saving a file on your computer. If you pull an all-nighter to study for a test, you might remember some things the next day, but you're much less likely to retain that information in the long run. Without enough sleep, your ability to learn new things and recall what you've learned drops significantly. You'll find it harder to focus, your reaction time slows down, and even simple decision-making becomes a challenge. It's why driving while sleep-deprived can be as dangerous as driving drunk. Your brain just isn't firing on all cylinders. Now, let's talk about your emotions. Have you ever noticed that you're way more irritable, anxious, or just plain moody after a night of tossing and turning? That's not a coincidence. The part of your brain that regulates emotions, the amygdala, goes into overdrive when you're sleep-deprived. At the same time, the connection to your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for logical thinking and impulse control, gets weaker. The result? You react more strongly to negative situations and have less control over your emotional responses. Small problems can feel like huge catastrophes. This is why a chronic lack of sleep can seriously increase your risk for anxiety and depression. It creates a vicious cycle. You're anxious so you can't sleep, and then you can't sleep, which makes you more anxious. Getting enough rest is one of the most fundamental things you can do for your mental health. Okay, so we've covered the brain and emotions. What about the rest of your body? Let's look at your hormones and metabolism. Sleep plays a massive role in regulating the hormones that control your appetite. When you're well rested, your body produces leptin, a hormone that tells you you're full. But when you're sleep deprived, your body pumps out more ghrelin, the hunger hormone. This is why you often crave high-calorie, sugary, and fatty foods when you're tired. Your body is desperately seeking a quick energy boost. Over time, this hormonal imbalance can lead to weight gain and increase your risk of developing type 2 diabetes, because lack of sleep also messes with your body's ability to process sugar effectively. Your insulin sensitivity decreases, meaning your body has to work harder to control blood sugar levels. Next up is your immune system. Ever wonder why you seem to catch every cold that goes around when you're run down? It's because sleep is essential for a strong immune defense. While you sleep, your body produces proteins called cytokines, some of which help fight infection and inflammation. When you don't get enough sleep, you produce fewer of these protective cytokines. This leaves you more vulnerable to viruses like the common cold and the flu. In fact, studies have shown that people who sleep less than 6 hours a night are significantly more likely to get sick after being exposed to a virus, compared to those who get a full night's rest. So if you want to stay healthy, especially during cold and flu season, prioritizing sleep is non-negotiable. For those of you who are into fitness and working out, listen up. Sleep is critical for muscle recovery and growth. When you exercise, you create tiny micro-tears in your muscle fibers. It's during deep sleep that your body releases human growth hormone, which is essential for repairing these tears and building stronger muscles. If you're hitting the gym hard but skimping on sleep, you're basically sabotaging your own progress. You won't recover as efficiently, your performance will suffer, and you'll increase your risk of injury. Proper rest is just as important as the workout itself. Think of it as the final and most important rep of your exercise routine. So, what are the long-term dangers of chronic sleep deprivation? We've touched on a few, but it's worth summarizing. Over years, consistently sleeping too little can have a devastating impact on your health. We're talking about a significantly increased risk of serious health problems. High blood pressure is a big one, as sleep helps regulate the stress hormones that affect your cardiovascular system. This, in turn, increases your risk of heart attack and stroke. We already mentioned the links to obesity, diabetes, and a weakened immune system. There's also growing evidence connecting long-term poor sleep to certain types of cancer and, as we discussed earlier, neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. The bottom line is that sleep isn't a luxury. It's a biological necessity. Ignoring your need for sleep is like ignoring your need for food or water. Eventually, it will catch up with you in a very serious way. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. I function just fine on 5 hours of sleep. While there's a tiny fraction of the population with a genetic mutation that allows them to do this, for the vast majority of us, over 95%, that's simply not true. We might feel like we've adapted, but objective tests of our cognitive and physical performance show a clear decline. We just get used to a lower level of functioning and forget what it feels like to be truly rested and sharp. Most adults need between 7 and 9 hours of quality sleep per night to function optimally. It's not about being lazy. It's about giving your body and brain the essential time they need to repair, recharge, and keep you healthy. So what's the takeaway here? Prioritizing sleep is one of the single most effective things you can do for your physical health, your mental well-being, your productivity, and your overall quality of life. From protecting your brain and boosting your mood to strengthening your immune system and managing your weight, the benefits are undeniable. The next time you're tempted to burn the midnight oil, remember what's really happening inside your body. Is that extra hour of work or one more episode of a show really worth sacrificing your long-term health? Thanks for tuning in to Learn with Kelo. We hope this simple breakdown helps you understand just how important a good night's sleep truly is. If you found this helpful, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more videos breaking down the basics of life. Sweet dreams, and we'll see you in the next one.